Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, everyone. In today's video, I'll show you step by step how to properly terminate an RJ45 Keystone Module using the T568B wiring standard. Whether you're learning networking, preparing for CCNA or CCNP certifications, or working in the fields of ELV, structured cabling, or network installation, this tutorial will help you understand the correct termination process and the best installation practices. So, let's get started. First, let's take a look at the Keystone Module. On both sides of the module, you'll notice color-coded wiring diagrams. These diagrams represent the internationally recognized wiring standards T568A and T568B. Both standards are technically correct and widely accepted around the world. However, in most commercial network installations, the T568B standard is more commonly used. The most important rule is consistency. If you terminate one end of the cable using the T568B standard, you must terminate the other end using the same standard. Mixing wiring standards on opposite ends will create a crossover cable, which is only used for specific networking applications. Now let's prepare the network cable. I'm using a Cat6 cable, but the same procedure also applies to Cat6A cables. Using a cable stripper, carefully remove the outer jacket. Be careful not to damage the insulation of the 8 internal conductors. Only strip the amount of jacket that is necessary. Removing too much of the outer jacket exposes the twisted pairs and can negatively affect cable performance. Inside the cable, you'll find for twisted pairs orange pair, green pair, blue pair, brown pair. Each pair consists of one solid colored wire and one white wire with a matching colored stripe. These pairs are twisted together to minimize electromagnetic interference, reduce crosstalk, and maintain signal integrity. That's why it's very important not to untwist them more than necessary. Now, let's begin placing the wires into the Keystone Module. According to the T568B color code, start by positioning the blue pair and the orange pair into their matching color-coded IDC slots on the module. Here's an important tip. Do not completely untwist the wire pairs. Open only enough of the twist to allow the wires to fit into the slots. Excessive untwisting can reduce the cable's performance and may cause higher next, return loss, and other failures during a Fluke certification test. Once the blue and orange pairs are correctly positioned, continue with the brown pair, placing both conductors into their designated slots. Finally, install the green pair according to the printed color code on the module. Take your time and verify every wire before moving to the next step. Even a single wire placed in the wrong slot can cause the network connection to fail or significantly reduce performance. After all 8 wires are correctly positioned, it's time to secure them using a punch-down tool. Place the punch-down tool over each wire and firmly press it into the IDC slot. The tool pushes the conductor securely into the contact while trimming the excess wire at the same time. Some Keystone modules include a plastic termination cap that can also secure the wires. However, for professional installations, a punch-down tool provides the most reliable and consistent results. Now let's move to the other end of the cable. Many beginners try to arrange the wire pairs exactly the same way physically, but because of the cable's natural twist, doing so may force unnecessary bends in the cable. Instead, try to keep the cable as straight as possible while still following the correct T568B color sequence. Reducing unnecessary twisting helps maintain signal quality and improves the overall performance of the cable. Once both ends have been terminated, the final step is testing. If you have access to a Fluke cable tester, always test the cable before installing it into a production network. A Fluke test verifies several important parameters, including wire puncher's pairs insertion loss, return loss near, and crosstalk. Next, if every test result shows pass, you can be confident that your termination meets professional industry standards and is ready for reliable network operation. Before ending this tutorial, let me share a few important tips. Always use the same wiring standard on both ends of the cable. Keep the cable twists as close to the Keystone Module as possible. Do not remove more cable jacket than necessary. Use high-quality Cat6 cable, a certified Keystone Module, and a good punch-down tool. Finally, always